Iron Sharpens Iron fills a vital need. And the beauty of it is they do the work for the local church. Think about this. The average church now is under 100 members. They don't have generally any budget whatever for men's ministry.
Yeah,
In fact, I can tell you that every time I ask a church for their top budget items outside of building and salaries, men never show up on the top of the list.
We actually, a lot of churches don't even have them as a line item in their budget.
They don't. Most do not have anything in there for men, whatever. Yeah. And so if you want to reach your men and equip as a church, you don't have the money to do that. Iron Sharpens Iron brings in world-class, highly gifted speakers, but also world-class resources and tools that help equip not only the men of the local church, but the local church itself to be effective. And the thing I like best about that is it is not only is it the largest conference men's network in the nation, but they have connections. And so they can bring in just the right skill and need. You've got men that are struggling with frustration and anger and don't know what to do about it. You have people hurt and wounded and have forgiveness issues and don't know what to do about it. Pornography is the greatest evil plaguing men right now, and almost no church has a tool for that. So Iron Sharpens Iron, again, identifying best practices, brings in world-class ministry partners to share their expertise. And so the men who come to Iron Sharpens Iron go back to their church informed and aware of a vital tool that they can make use of. I love it for that. It also motivates the men. It's a catalytic event. And here's the thing that I like best about it. It builds a team of men who are on fire for Jesus, motivated and equipped to serve in the local church overnight. In one day, if a church brings the men to this event, these guys will go back as a solid team who are ready to do whatever the pastor and the church want them to do. They're ready to grow personally, but they're much more ready to take it beyond that and to help others grow and come along with them on the journey. I love Iron Sharpens Iron for that reason. It's effective, it's proven, and it's world class.
Amen. I agree with that. And you were speaking of men just to let our listening audiences know, we're not just talking about like the 30s and the 40s. We're talking about men who are still in their teenage years, getting ready to move into that adulthood. That Iron Sharpens Iron provides those kind of speakers to speak into what we call the emerging men, all the way up to our seasoned men who are retired and are still being used by God in so many areas. I know I do a breakout session and from time to time called "You've Retired, Your Ministry's Just Begun," and so many of our men today. So it reaches to just all levels of men. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter where you stand socially, economically, or any kind of stuff. It just pours into your life. So you can go back to church, and it's something that's perpetual. You know, it will keep you going because it'll give you those tools to do that. Thank you for sharing. That's such a great word. And usually we need to take what you just said and package it up and send it out as our announcements to our area churches about what's going on with Iron Sharpens Iron. Thank you for saying that, Mark.
You know, Mike, you raised a good point that's worth illustrating here. And when we talk about men's ministry, it sounds exclusive, like it leaves out specifically, like it leaves out women. But really what you've discussed here is the inclusiveness of men's ministry. Men's ministry properly done includes the entire church and not just the men. The men go back and become servants and supporters of all of the church ministry. It's actually the tide that raises all ships. And as you point out, it does include men of all ages.
Absolutely. It truly does. A man who truly gets his position that God created and designed him to be will actually speak into his wife's life and to women in general in ways like she has never felt before. And it is amazing how God designed us.